Greetings, dudes and dudettes. I am Dark-Minded Sith, and welcome to Majora's Mask, Lord of the Rings Edition. Why do I say that? Well, that's because this episode is going to consist of a lot of walking. That's right. Well, I guess running. Lots and lots of walking. Just like Lord of the Rings. Tons of walking. So, for those of you who are not fans of walking, I apologize. Because we're going to walk a lot in this episode. So, sorry. Now that it's springtime, if you go up here, this is actually like a shortcut to the top of the mountain area where we got the Goron mask, up that way. So, that's sort of a shortcut, so you don't have to do that stupid Lens of Truth ladder crap that we had to do before. So just sort of a fun little shortcut they added. Of course, we don't really have any real reason to go back up there that I can think of, but that's their way of sort of laughing at us, I guess. I can't really do much about you because I don't have my sword. So now that this area is spring, we've got quite a lot we can do now. As you can see, there's some fish down there. Oh, this is a bad fish, actually. So this place isn't entirely restored, I guess, because there's still some enemies and stuff. Yeah, these wolfos are now regular wolfos, as opposed to the white ones. Yeah. So we're going to go take care of a couple of things now that this place is restored to its beautiful spring self. I don't know if it's really restored. Well, I guess kind of. I would think going from winter to spring is just kind of a seasonal transition, but I guess it was kind of stuck in winter. So, boo-hoo. Anyway, well, we can go down here now. We could actually go here before, but it required the fire arrow. I just spoiled what this area was by reading the sign. How dare I? What a jerk. Okay, we're gonna need to be the Goron for this, because this guy's racist, so he doesn't like people. Alright, so, hello, here's a familiar guy. It's the big Goron. I just love how that's how he introduces himself. You know, I'm the Goron who sells the Powder Keg. I mean, that would kind of that'd be like if you went up to some guy who was selling boiled peanuts and he was like, I'm the guy who sells boiled peanuts, you know. Powder Keg, eh? You better not have explosive firearms and stuff. That's when George Bush comes after you. Oh, never mind. He goes after people who don't have weapons of mass destruction. That's right. Okay, so we can't let us use it until we have properly demonstrated that we're good with it. So, I'll give it a try, why not? Okay, so we gotta destroy the boulder. And he'll let us use them if we can successfully do this. Ooh, I love explosives. Isn't that like a... what's that from? I love explosives. I think that's from Toy Story. I think Sid from Toy Story had like a... I think that was on his book bag or something. Okay, so we need to blow up the boulder that's blocking the racetrack with this beautiful powder keg. Now, unfortunately, we've got to get there before the thing blows up. It's not like the world ends if this happens. The world ends if the moon crashes. So we basically just got to get the powder keg there in time. Now, unfortunately, this requires me just walking, basically, all the way there. So I apologize if this is not all that interesting. I do just have to walk, but I guess I can talk about a few things on my way there. I want to thank all of you for the positive responses I've gotten. People seem to really enjoy the last video. People were happy to see me back rolling in these parts again and back in the swing of things, doing videos again, so thank you for that. I appreciate the support. A few comments to make on the Snowhead Temple. There's a few things that people said. Hey, let's blow up Tingle. That's not what people said, but yeah, why don't we throw the powder keg up at Tingle? I wonder if that would even work. Maybe it would. Well, anyway, I mentioned something back when I was doing the Snowhead Temple about like longer videos. I kind of joked around like, I don't want to make a video that's like 30 minutes long, you know, who would watch that? And almost, I got a lot of comments from people saying that they wouldn't mind that. You know, if I made longer videos, it would be okay. But I appreciate that. That's very nice of you guys, that you wouldn't mind longer videos from me. But I think I'm still going to keep them in sort of the 15-minute range. Just because I understand people have other videos to watch, and I don't want to overwhelm people with stuff. Oh no, it's you! The baby that cried. You know what? Why don't we sit that right here instead? By the way, as a shortcut, once you get that there, so you don't have to wait 20 years for this to blow up, you can just shoot it with your fire arrow. Boom. It'll save you some time. Kill the baby. Must kill the baby. What's up with that walk? Why are you walking all weird? I mean, I know you're a baby, but... What are you, stupid? Oh. Anyway. Yeah, so now we have access to this area, the Goron racetrack. If you come here, what do we have? We have, what are you, rubbing his back? You give back rubs? Dude, where's my back rub? I'm waiting. I mean, come on, I saved the place. I beat Goat in the Snowhead Temple. I fought a giant pinata. I restored the place back to spring and everything. I deserve a back rub. This is treason. I'll kill all of you. What are you doing, the deflected YMCA? What is that? I hate all of you. Alright, so let's get down to things. Why has everyone been waiting for me? What's up with these creepy people in this game? Everyone's been waiting for me. Don't you people have lives? All you do is stand around and wait for me. Wait for stuff for me to do. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so we have to do a rolling race. And I'm horrible at this, so this is probably going to take like 30 attempts, because we got to do this race, basically. Yeah, where's all the chicks? Alright, so this is the Goron race, and this particular part is going to be post-commentary, so I can give my sort of afterthoughts and legitimate tips and things like that, because I had to really concentrate and everything. The one thing that kind of makes this race, it's not really difficult by any means, but the one thing that's kind of irritating about it is, at least from what I got out of it, was that it seems like the Gorons are programmed to... Their skills at racing is consistent with your skills. So in other words, if you're good, then they're going to be good. So if you get really fast, they're programmed to catch up to you. If you're really slow, they're programmed to slow down. A lot of races and games are like this. Now the problem with this is it gets a little crazy in my experience. In other words, if you get in first place and you get way ahead of them, it gets like really crazy at the end. Like there was 2 or 3 times where I got way ahead and got in first place, and then right at the end when I got to the finish line, a Goron just appeared like almost out of nowhere and beat me just randomly, and then I couldn't win. It's just crazy. So just try your best, and eventually you'll probably successfully do this. It's kind of irritating though. Thank you. And you're still sad? You're not even happy, you stupid baby. You didn't have any faith in me. Shut up. Alright, and for doing that we get gold dust. But I don't give a crap about that, because we also got an empty bottle. I want to be just like you quick. Who's you quick? I don't know. Maybe let's meet this you quick, see what he's like. Alright, we're back here where the big Goron is, where he's hunched over waiting for us. And now that we use the Powder Keg to successfully blow up the racetrack rock, he's going to allow us to use the Powder Kegs on a regular basis, because he feels so guilty. Yeah, you better feel bad with your red lips. And we get the Powder Keg. More importantly, we're now allowed to use Powder Kegs, because he was so generous. You can only use one at a time. If we shoot them with an arrow, they explode. So we will totally not be shooting them with arrows. Yeah. So as you can see, powder kegs are now one of our items, so we can use powder kegs on a regular basis now, which is awesome, because I love explosives. Alright, so now that we're done with that, let's head back to the mountain village, so I'll off-screen there. We need to pick up the sword. That's right, remember we submitted our sword here to get sharpened by Hot Daddy Hard Nipples? And now we can pick it up from Bane here. Alright, and for that we get the Razor Sword. So our Kukuri Sword has been upgraded to the Razor Sword. What happened to my voice there? Did I turn into a parrot? Razor Sword! I want to censor those nipples, man. Okay, and he wants gold dust. Yeah. What's up, Bane? How's Batman these days? Anyway, so let's go show this off right quick. So now we have the Razor Sword. Ah, it looks nice. Nice and sharp. Yeah, speaking of the sword, I got quite a few comments from people saying that it was like really cool that I did the whole dungeon without the sword. And, I mean, I appreciate that. That's cool. I appreciate the compliment, but truth be told, it's really nothing impressive. I mean, doing the Snowhead Temple with without a sword is really not a big deal or anything. I mean, I don't mean that in a bragging, like, I could beat it without the sword. Just, honestly, it's really not that difficult. Most of the enemies can be defeated with, like, the Goron punch and stuff, so yeah, this is our Razor Sword. After we use it 100 times, it goes back to the regular sword. But that's boring. So why don't we get a permanent upgrade, shall we? So let's go back in here, and it does need to be day 2 for this, at least. Well, I guess just day 2. Because if it's day 3, then it takes a whole day to fix the sword, and thus, I mean, there's no day 4 in this game, because the world ends. Yeah. Coffee. There's no coffee in Zelda games. Alright, yeah, we got the Razor Sword. And we want our sword to be even stronger. But he needs gold dust. And now that we've won the Goron race with the gold dust, we can hand him the gold dust. What, you mean this? Alright, so okay, I won't tell. Shh. So everyone watching, please keep this a secret. Come back tomorrow morning. Yeah. You said it, bud. Alright, so we gotta come back tomorrow morning on day 3 to pick up our sword once again, to get it strengthened to its sharpest potential. And that'll be the final upgrade that we can get for our sword. So what I'm gonna do until then, since I got a whole day, is I'm gonna show off 2 different things. So I'm gonna off-screen to one of those locations right now, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back here in the Goron Shrine. This isn't like required or anything. I figured I'd show it off, since we don't have to worry about time too much or anything. If you come here after defeating Snowhead and all that, old Goron geezer here will be back. Waiting impatiently. Wow. Sorry, dude. Your fat lip. Yeah. Oh, you heard correctly. Sometimes rumors are correct. Usually they're not. But everyone? Well, I don't know, man. That's... wait for it. Yeah, let's raise the roof. Raise the roof. Is that... do you really need to say is not dead? Isn't immortal? Couldn't you just say the immortal Goron? Anyway. Yeah, raise the roof. Raise the roof. That's... okay, wait for it. I'm gonna guess, the hand in the toilet. Oh, Darmani. Okay, I guess wrong. Greatest of the Gorons. Greatest of the Gorons. The world? Dude, come on, man. I'm not that awesome. No. That goes to Johnny in the Devil Went Down to Georgia song. He's the best there's ever been. Because he can beat the devil in a fiddle competition. Yeah, I know your son, man. He's, your son sucks. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Sorry. Yeah. Huh, what? Yeah. Yeah. Well, guess what? I already did that, so yeah, you suck. Telling me stuff to do that I've already done. Yeah. So I guess technically you should, the chronological thing would be to come here first before you do the race, but yeah, I cheated. Cheating's fun. Just don't do it on your spouse, or else you'll die. You'll be murdered. So, alright, there's another thing I want to show off right quick, so I'm going to warp to Snowhead. I'll see you folks when I'm there. Alright, I'm back here in Snowhead, and one thing I wanted to show is... Oh my god, he didn't die! That's right. Gus the Goron is alive. He didn't die. That's right, he just kind of knocked out. Yeah, good question, man. Is that it's like he's sitting on a big toilet, like that would be the toilet or something. I don't know. Yeah, another thing is, I'm not really going to show this, just take my word for it. Just trust me, folks. If you go over to Snowhead, it'll be like melting. Like if you listen to it, it's sort of melting, because it's like spring now and the winter's gone. And also the woofos in that area will be regular woofos, not white ones. So just a little trivia for you folks. Well, now the only thing we really have to do is pick our sword up after it's forged and stronger. We got to pick that up on day 3, so I don't really have anything left to do really. So I'm just going to spend the rest of day 2 rupee grinding off screen, filling up my bank, and then I'm going to return and pick up the sword on day 3. So I'll see you folks then. Alright, it is day 3, the final day. And it is time to pick up our fully forged sword from Hot Daddy Hard Nipples. So, he kept us waiting, like everyone else. But, we get the Gilded Sword. This is our final upgrade for our sword. After this long 3-day await from Papa Nipples, we can finally have the most powerful sword in the game. It's kind of early to have it, I know, but yep, nonetheless we get it. And it's never going to get dull or anything. It never loses its edge. Unfortunately, most TV shows in their 3rd season do this, but the Gilded Sword won't. So, I know just who to try the new sword on. Die! Alright, so now it's the end of the final day, or we've now reached the end of this cycle, and to close the video and close the cycle, I'm just going to show you how many rupees I've got in my bank now. Off screen on both day 2 and day 3, I went around and got as many rupees as I could, and I got 4,600 in here. I almost reached our goal of 5,000, but I couldn't quite get to it, unfortunately. But next cycle we'll definitely be able to get our goal of 5,000. So that concludes this cycle, and that pretty much does it for the Snowhead area. Still a couple things to do there, but for the most part we're done. So, and that's a cow, by the way. Just thought I'd show you. So next cycle, we're going to be finally heading to the next major area. So thank you so much for watching. That concludes this cycle. Time for a next cycle, next video, my humble viewers. See you next time, and thank you for watching. See you later, alligators. Ugh, did I win? Please, for the frickin' love of God, tell me I won that. I better have frickin'... I'm gonna kill that frickin' baby!